Pleased to say, though, with us now from Switzerland is Switzerland striker with only over 50 caps and 60 goals for our country, Ramona Bachmann. Hello, Ramona. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. And
Good.
you?
So, yeah, I'm very well, thanks. So you're at home now, right? You're in Switzerland, or are you in Houston? Where are you?
I'm in Switzerland, staying with my parents at the moment. I'm starting my rehab here in Switzerland. I've done the surgery here in Switzerland. After the Euros, I will probably head back to Houston.
Oh, do you know what, Ramona? When we had seen the news, what had happened to you, and this injury that's ravaging its way through women's football, and it happens to you when your country are hosting the Euros. I mean, my heart was broken for you. How are you doing?
To be honest, I'm doing okay right now at the moment, but it was a tough moment, definitely. Um, I mean, to miss the Euros so shortly, getting injured so shortly before the Euros starts is a tough situation. Also, when it happened, I knew right away this is a serious knee injury, so it was a big shock for sure.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to be negative about it, but for me, like, and for so many people, especially in this country here in England, you were Switzerland's women's football for quite some time. You know, you are a big reason as to why Switzerland are where they are on the map for women's football. So to not see you part of it is it's a great shame, and we're all thinking about you for that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would have been definitely a big highlight for me in my career. I've been playing for the national team for 18 years, and I've
Wow.
been very lucky too. I've been going through my career basically without any big injuries, and then it's devastating to have to pick up such a big injury just so shortly before the Euros. But I have to say, at the same time, I have struggled a bit just before the injury happened. Don't know if you heard about it, but I've been in a mental health clinic in December and January. After I came out, I started my training quite soon, quite fast again, because I knew there's the Women's Euros at home that I definitely want to be part of. But I could feel mentally, I'm feeling really well.
Mhm.
But physically, I think my body was not where I wanted to be mentally. So this was a big frustration for me, and I think just before the injury happened, I was struggling. I was struggling. Um, I had a lot of pressure, but mostly against myself, against the time, because I knew in 3 weeks I had to be at my best level. But I couldn't really see myself at the best level within 3 weeks, and that was hard for me. And I think maybe this is a reason also why this injury happened. I feel like my body was just telling me, "Stop! You need to look after yourself. You're not ready."
It's interesting to hear your thoughts on that then, considering you are going through what was mentally a hard time where you knew you weren't completely all up in as in good mental space as you usually are, and the fact that they think there might be a link between, you know, how you are in your head as to how your body reacts when you're not on top of your game mentally, that you think there might be a link there as well.
I do believe that there's a link for sure.
Wow.
Because I can say before the injury happened, the same training at the warm up, I could feel that it took me quite a long time to warm up, and that was not the only training I felt like this. It was like this the whole week. Um, I haven't felt completely myself. I felt less explosive. I felt a bit more stiff than I usually do. Just not how I'm used to have my body. And so this was hard for me. And actually, before the training, it went through my head. I was wondering if I even should be at the Euros, because I don't want to take anyone's space who's 100% fit. But at the same time, I was thinking, okay, I deserve it because I've been playing for this national team for 18 years. Obviously, I want to give myself this 3 weeks to make sure I get to the best possible shape. And I also thought I am important for this team with all my experience. So I definitely want to give myself the chance. And in this training, the injury happened. So I think it's an interesting part, this mental and physical is really connected. And I think more than we actually believe.
And it's good to hear you speaking out about that and being clear with your thought process on it, because some players still aren't able to put the links together. You know, the day that they had done their knee and had that injury, was it menstrual cycle? Was it not? Was I tired? Was I not? Had I been loading too much in the week up into that injury? Had I not? They're still trying to get all of that right and the scientifics behind it. So I'm glad to hear you clearly having your own view on what's happened to you.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's hard to tell why it happened. I believe that there's always multiple factors that come together. Um, but for me, I do believe it has to do with what I've been going through in the whole last year, basically, but also been spending quite a lot of time in the clinic to get help, to get better, um, which has helped me a lot. But yeah, I do believe it has an impact. I've also been on medication, and I think I've gained about 5 kilos. Mostly, we guess it's because of the medication. And this is something you feel, obviously, like if you carry 5 kilos extra, you feel less in shape, right? And this was the frustrating part for me. And this is also hard to get in shape because it's not about training more. It's about actually, in my case, it was about getting more recovery in, because my body, if you have water, like that's what happened. I have water in my body, water storage. I don't know the real word in English, but so it's all about getting the recovery right. And if you're doing a preparation for the Euros, we all know, then you're training twice a day sometimes.
Yeah.
So I think it's been a combination of things.
Can I ask, Ramona, if you don't mind me asking, about the struggles that you've had with your mental health? I mean, do you know where that stemmed from, and how are you doing now?
I'm doing very, very well. I'm happy about that. I'm happy about my process. I'm happy about that I've been able to open up about it. But yeah, it was a big, big struggle for me. For a really long time, I think my body has sent me signals, and I've been ignoring them. I think this has been going on for about 3 years, and I've been ignoring it until I think the insomnia came. And that's when the struggle got worse, because I was still training, I was still playing games without getting any sleep, and this really takes on your body. And at one point, I just completely broke down, and I needed to get help.
Gosh, well, good for you for being open about it as well, because, like you say, you bottle these things up, you ignore it, it can only get worse. And it's nice to see you sitting here now smiling, albeit it must be a really tough time.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, it's been definitely the toughest time I've been going through in my life. Also, for me, it was hard while I was in it, I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
I just knew I'm feeling really, really bad. I can't sleep anymore. I can't get any rest. I can't relax. I couldn't even watch a movie anymore because I wouldn't remember what I was watching. And I think I got to a point where the brain was believing everything that I was thinking. Like, it couldn't make the difference anymore between reality and thoughts. And that's when it gets to a really scary place. And yeah, to be honest, I think sometimes it's really hard to know where it comes from. I think it's probably a combination for me from the sports, from the pressure that I've built up over many, many years. I've been just pushing myself to the limits for more than 18 years. A lot of traveling, yeah, a lot of things that is hard for the body, and never really had a longer break. The other part, I think, had to do with actually something positive, that I met my wife. And from the moment on, we realized that we're right for each other. We want to spend the rest of our lives together. That's when I started to get anxious about something happening to me or something happening to her. So we're not able to live this life together that we want to live. So to be honest, I can't tell you what the trigger was, but I just know that I needed help, and I got the help, and I'm so happy about that.
Good for you. Fair play to you, honestly, and so clear with your delivery as well and talking about it. So obviously you're getting the right help and you're processing everything really well. I don't mean for that to sound in any sort of, I don't know, patronising way, but you seem very clear with your thoughts, which is good to hear. Has the tournament been a welcome distraction in all of this, Ramona, or has it been in a way a bit harder for you?
It's been a combination. I think the first game was really hard to watch.
Yeah.
So at the same time, I felt so happy for the team, for the women's football in general in
Mhm.
Switzerland, because I think the support we've gotten here in this country, honestly, I haven't been expecting this. So it was a really, really emotional day for me. Obviously, I wished I was there on the pitch with my teammates and help them, because you feel very helpless if you sit on the stands and you can only watch from the outside.
Mhm.
So that was tough, but at the same time, I feel like for the first time in my life, I have some time to just for myself, and I can do some other things. I can participate to support women's football maybe in another way. Normally, I would be on the pitch, but
Yeah.
now I'm trying to do stuff off the pitch to help support and promote women's football. So this is something I enjoy as well. And obviously, I think the most important thing is I have a lot of time with my son and my wife, which I normally don't get. So I'm trying to see the positive in the negative.
Lovely. I mean, trying to focus on what's good for the country as well. I mean, I remember speaking to Leah Volti in the past and her saying, what happened with the Lionesses here in this country, how it changed so many things overnight. And the Lionesses had gradually been on this wave, and then it all changed when they won the Euros, and how Switzerland needed this moment as well. It needed to kind of change perspective and get young ones on board and get people of a generation to change their views as well. So it's been a really positive thing for the country, and they've made it to the next round. I mean, that must have been incredible to watch.
I know. I'm so happy for the team. Honestly, I think they deserve it so much. They've worked so hard. And I think in all those games I've seen, but specifically in the last one, it was about just getting a point against Finland. And you could just tell how much the players wanted this. Playing a home Euros, getting all the support from all the fans in Switzerland. And you could just tell how much they wanted it. And that's why they scored this goal, and they deserve it so much.
Yeah, I mean, the scenes, the full-time scenes, the tears, the elation from the players, it's just like, oh my God. I mean, I'm a melt, Ramona, I'll be honest with you, I'm melt at everything. And, I was just looking at the pictures of Leah Volti, who you'll know her better than I do, but she's, for me, every time you see her, she's just a lovely, polite person. And you could just see how much it meant to her, just getting that qualification to the next round. So up next it's Spain, and it's like, oh my gosh, really?
It's like it feels like a flashback a little bit, because we played them at the World Cup as well in a knockout. So yeah, I mean, not nothing easy. I mean, they're probably the favorites to win the tournament. Amazing team. I think we're just gonna try our best. I think with all the fans and the support, we can definitely raise the level even more. You can tell that the team has, I think they have overcome their level that they're normally playing. I think they're playing better than I was expecting them to play.
Wow.
And this is thanks to all the support we're getting. So it's going to be tough, but I believe there's still a chance. It's football, it's a game, 90 minutes. So yeah, I still believe that there's something
Oh,
to.
I like it. I like it. I mean, like you say, it's not going to be easy. It's the blooming Spanish. They're the world champions. But this is knockout football, and anything's possible. And they have been a joy to watch. And that support is everything. The crowds have been absolutely fantastic. All of the games, stacking out the stadiums nicely on one of the most beautiful backdrops I think we've ever seen in football. I mean, the place looks absolutely stunning. Can I come and stay at your house? I'll
Yeah, you
help
can
with your
come.
son.
I'll show you Switzerland. It's amazing. There's so much to see.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And like we say, a delightful time for Switzerland fans and the young boys and girls looking up to. The next generation as well looks promising for Switzerland. Can I ask you about that then, Ramona? Like you say, your place in football now, whilst you're rehabbing and going through this injury, would you like to kind of go into grassroots in Switzerland and make sure that it's been done properly and make those changes?
Yes, I do feel like I have a lot of experience. I've played in so many countries and I've seen so much. I also seen Swiss women's football grow, and it's been a slow process. And now I feel like through these Euros, we've done a big step. And yeah, I mean, with all the experience I have, I do feel like I could have an impact to change things for sure. I know what's needed. I know what needs to change. And at one point, I guess you're definitely going to see me working around this because yeah, I want to help. I want to help it grow, and I want to make it possible for the new generation.
Yeah, well, it'll be good to hopefully have you part of that team pushing it forward in the right direction. Listen, thank you so much for being with us today. I feel that we could sit and chat all day. Good luck to the Switzerland against the Spanish, and good luck in your rehab and your journey as well.
Yeah, appreciate it.